Hi guys, how are you doing today? I just thought I would come on here and I would be able to tell you guys this one story about why my one relationship had ended. So anyway, I was with this guy on and off for about 4 years. And within that relationship, he was telling me stories and he was telling me lies and stuff like that. And during that time, I wanted to believe that what he was telling me was really the truth. But then somehow I knew I could not trust this guy. I could not have him move in with me or any of that stuff. To be completely honest with you, I was going to start to have these nightmares of him taking my money, taking my credit and debit cards, and just buying things with it that I don't remember buying. And that would make me so nervous. So he was within this area for the first 3 years of the relationship, but then for the final year of the relationship, he was out of the area because his father wanted for them to live together. And when I said them, I mean for him and his dad to live together, and that's what had happened. And it made the relationship really hard at times for me to trust someone or really believe someone if they're outside of the area. I can remember when I was with him, but the relationship was long distance, he would repeatedly ask me every day, "Oh, hi, did you get that house yet? Did you get that house yet? Did you get that house yet?" And this is when I was still living with my parents at the time, and I kept on telling him, "No, I did not get the house yet. I did not get the house yet." And then one day I couldn't stand it anymore. So I had to confront him about it, and I had to flat out say to him in text message, "Hey, you're using me." And then he asked me what he was using me for, and then I ended up saying for a house and money, and then I had to break things off right then and there that day when I was at work, and I couldn't take it no more. I know I repeat myself when I say this, but I couldn't take it no more, and I had to text him and tell him, "Hey, things are over," and I couldn't take it anymore. And what I said is that you are using me for house and money, and I told him, "Hey, it's been a good 3 years," and then he was crying, and he called me at the end of my shift, and when I was in my parents' car and they were taking me home from work that day, and he was crying on the phone and he was asking for me back, and I told him, "No, I gave you too many," and I just said I wanted to be friends with him, and that was it. I just wanted to be friends with him, and he just said he wanted to have me back as a girlfriend, and I told him, "No, I gave you too many," and I moved on. I was dating one of my friends that I've had from high school, and he contacted me from Facebook, and that's what had happened, is that me and him were dating for 2 months, and I can remember me and him were talking about my ex-boyfriend that we're talking about in this video, and I can remember he ended up saying to me that my ex-boyfriend was still lying to people, and he was telling people that he had gotten a house, he got in a car, and that he is getting married. And nobody believed anything he was saying. It was all bull crap about what he was telling people. I think I was maybe single for about a month or a few weeks it was, and it was like super early in the morning, and he was texting me and he asked for me back as a girlfriend, and I flat out told him no, but then he manipulated me again, and he called me on the phone, and he was crying, and he asked for me back as a girlfriend, and I went and said to him, "Hey, here's the deal. You are not to lie to me, and you are not to use me." I mean, so far it was like pretty decent thing for a long distance relationship, when you can just somewhat trust the person again, but not really. But I took him back, but that was kind of embarrassing for me that I took him back. But then I knew that something was kind of fishy when he was asking for stuff from me, and I was telling him, "No, you can't have this, you can't have that." And it was just driving me mad that I took him back. And I told him, look, there's going to be no more chances with me if you're going to keep on doing this to me. And I was too afraid to break it off with him because I know how some people get when they don't get what they want out of you. They get very manipulative. They get very angry. They're just going to try every single trick there is in order to go get you back. And I know that I decided that I was not going to take it no more if he was going to break up with me again. And that's what had happened. So anyway, I was talking with him about 3 years ago this was. And then he told me that he had gotten a girlfriend over where he lives now. So he and her were dating for like, I think a few weeks, but then they broke it off. And then he wanted to go back to me. And I figured, hey, why not if I go give him a little taste of his own medicine? Of course, I was single at the time, and I wanted to be able to tell him that I was with someone else and I was talking to him, and I started going out with this guy. And I told him that I was going to be moving to Canada. And also I had told him another lie about like a few months later. And I know that he's very persistent about what he wants and all. And I told him that I had gotten engaged to this guy that I'm with now, and also I had to fake being pregnant. The reason on why I had to do that is so he could stop asking for me back, and he's very persistent about it. So what I did is that I had to take a picture of myself looking pregnant because it was just that time of the month for me, or close to it, and I was just so swollen and bloated that I looked about like 3 or 4 months pregnant. I looked, and I decided to send him the picture, and I was in my bathroom. I decided to lift up my shirt because I know how some people just don't believe it until they see like a real baby bump or a realistic looking baby bump. So I figured I'm going to go take that picture of myself looking pregnant, and that's what I did. After that, I decided that I wanted to be reasonable with my ex, and I said that, I can't be mad at this guy forever. I wanted to be friends with him. But then after that, he wanted to have me back as a girlfriend because I know that that is his goal, is to have me back either as a girlfriend or even as a wife. And here's the thing. I don't think any piece of paper is going to change his mind about how he is to me. It's just that he is still going to be the same way that he always was to me. And this is why I am happy to say that I have never had the guy live with me. I was never married to him. I was never even engaged to him in the first place. And I'm really happy about that. And he asked for me back as a girlfriend, and I keep on telling him no, we can only be friends, and I can't even stay friends with him if this is what he's constantly going to ask for. If me back as a girlfriend, I keep on telling him no. If I can't even stay friends with somebody after I break up with them, then I am not even going to date you. I'm sorry, that's just the way how it is with me now. If I can't be friends with somebody that I'm dating, then there is no relationship. There's no relationship in general with me. This summer when he called me at work, I ended up saying to him, F you, but I wish I could have said, I hate baloney to him, just like that show, Rocko's Modern Life, if you ever watched that. I hate baloney! Hey, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. My name is Brittany Corwin, and I am Crazy Beautiful here on YouTube. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And don't forget to click the little bell icon too, just so you know when my next video is up. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day. And I hope your relationships end up being good and they're not as crappy as mine.